Alright guys, how about another unboxing video for you today? And today it's a really affordable guitar. I've been reviewing a lot of guitars that are like 500 bucks, 400 bucks, 300 bucks. Well, for a lot of folks, money's real tight these days, right? And maybe a guitar that's, $300 or $400, maybe that's, too expensive for a lot of folks. So let's look at a guitar from Thomann, Harley Benton, of course, that's under $200, even after the shipping charge, right? If you live in the US, have it shipped over from Germany to the US. So even after the shipping, under $200 for this guitar. So, and this is not just a random sub $200 guitar. This is a really cool one. So obviously this is a big box. I'm expecting there to be another box inside of it. And we'll go ahead and open this up and check it out. And I'll give you a little hint ahead of time here. And the hint is, how many pickups do you want? And the answer is yes. Okay, so we'll go ahead, flip this thing open here. This is just stapled on the top. Lots and lots of packing material in here. All right, and here is the second box. So we'll go ahead, get that big one out of the way here. We're gonna have to cut some tape on here. There's some tape on this one. So I have my handy dandy sword here. We'll go ahead and cut this tape, just like that. Sword always makes quick work of the tape, although I'm thinking of upgrading to maybe a two-handed claymore, something like that. Okay, so we'll just flip this down here and go ahead and open this. Oh yeah, this guitar has such a cool vintage vibe about it. You can see it through the plastic there. All right, looking pretty good already. So again, guys, under $200 for this guitar, even after the shipping. And if you live over in Europe or some other country that, where they don't have to ship it as far, the shipping is even cheaper. I think in some cases the shipping is free. Okay, let's get it out of the little plastic bag that it comes in. It's always like Christmas when this new box shows up on your front door. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got a little foam protector here. We'll take that off and go ahead and pull this thing out. Oh yeah, look at that. So guys, the basic price, look at this thing. Oh, forget the price. Look at this guitar. This is such a great looking guitar. Gold hardware, triple pickups, 24 frets on this guitar. I love it. Of course, it's a set neck back there. And this is really cool. This is a nice little touch that I wish, I wish the Gibsons had, is there's a little notch here on the back of the neck for the strap to go in. You got your strap button back there, and that's notched out so the strap can kind of sit in that notch there, which is really cool. Now guys, one other thing really quick, I always have to mention this. If you guys like videos like this and you like content about affordable, cool guitars, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. So now that I've got this out of the box, I'm going to go ahead and put in some close-up photos of the guitar so you can see some of the hardware and so forth closer up. Now the hardware is all pretty much generic stuff. There's no name brand hardware on here, but it's done in a really cool way, like these tuners are done in kind of a vintage style. It's got a standard stop tail end piece and bridge the way you would expect to find on a Gibson style guitar. Now, of course, this is based off of an SG, but the body is slightly different, and of course the headstock is going to be different. It's got the triple humbucker pickups. These are the Roswell pickups. And something with the pickups that's really important to me is that you can adjust the heights of the pickups independently. And I always have trouble with middle pickups. I tend to hit them with my pick when I'm playing. So you can adjust the height of the middle pickup down and then get it out of the way of your pick if you have that issue. Not everybody does. I think it's just something about the way I pick, the way I place my picking hand. Now for the controls, of course, we've got a standard three-way toggle switch and the dual volume, dual tone controls. And then you've got a nice little pick guard down here. Oh, I get to peel the plastic off. Oh, so satisfying. And like I mentioned earlier, this is 24 frets on here, which is awesome. Also, the fretboard looks beautiful. And the scale length, right, on this guitar is a standard 24 3/4, which is what you would expect to find on a Gibson style guitar, although they call it 628 millimeters because, Germany. And this color, they call this a vintage ivory color. And honestly, the little touches of black, like the fretboard and the headstock, the vintage ivory color, and then the gold hardware. I mean, this is such a beautiful classic vintage combination. It's got a really, really elegant look to it. All right, guys, so hold on just one second. I've shot an extra clip that I'm inserting in the video now. And the reason for this is between the time that I originally shot the video of this guitar and when I'm releasing it, something has changed with the shipping to the United States from Thomann over in Germany. Basically, because of all the travel restrictions and shipping restrictions and so forth that are going on right now, the shipping, the price for the shipping has increased. And depending on where you live, it's up around $50 or $60. So it used to be $35, then it went up a little bit more, and now it's up to, you know, I think around $60 in a lot of cases, again, depending on where you live. Now, considering how cheap the price of the guitars are to begin with, you still end up getting a really good deal even with that higher shipping price. But one really key thing that I want to mention, I emailed Thomann about this, and my understanding is that eventually the shipping is going to return to the sort of pre-COVID era shipping rates. Now, I don't know exactly when that's going to happen. I don't think anybody knows, but at least we can look forward to some point in the future when the shipping charges go back down to what they used to be, or close to that at least. All right, guys, so that was just the unboxing and general overview of the guitar. Now, let's go ahead and plug it in and listen to how this very beautiful and very budget-friendly guitar sounds. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so at this point, Harley Benton obviously is known for making some really affordable guitars, and this is actually one of the models that they've had around for quite a while. It's so cool. You know, the triple pickup SG style guitar, classic controls, mahogany body, mahogany neck, 24 frets. At this point, now that I'm releasing the video, I've had this guitar for a while, and it's a really fun guitar to play. It's a very comfortable neck. It's kind of like a slim between like a C or a D-shaped neck. It's sort of got the flatness of a D-shaped neck, but not too much shoulder like you would expect on a C-shaped neck. Very comfortable, very easy to play. You can easily get all the way up to the 24th fret. And the pickups, I mean, these Roswell pickups that they use on a lot of the Harley Benton guitars, they just sound great. But honestly, even if you don't like the sound of the pickups, or if you want to swap some things out on this guitar, the guitar is so inexpensive to get to begin with. I think this would make a great modding platform if you're looking for a triple pickup setup SG style guitar like this one. My only, real minor complaint with the guitar is that now that I've had the guitar for a while and it has really adjusted to the humidity and so forth of where I live, I have noticed that the frets have gotten a little bit rough on the outside, and it's not enough, it doesn't like scratch you up or anything when you play, but it just doesn't quite feel as smooth as when I first got the guitar, but that could be easily taken care of. There's this classic trick I love to use. You get like one of those sanding sponges that you would use for sanding furniture. You can get them at the hardware store for like $3 or something. You just take that and you run it up and down, kind of at an angle. You run that up and down the edge of the fretboard, and it cleans up the edges of the frets really nicely. And on an inexpensive guitar like this, even if you screw up and you sand a piece of the neck or something like that, it's not really gonna matter. So guys, I will put links for this guitar in the video description below. I'll have a link down there for people in the US, and also a different link if you are over in Europe. I'm also going to put links down there for the amp that I used for the demo, which is the Fender GTX 100. And I will also put links for my social media and also my latest instructional video that I have. I've got a 50% off link for that down in the video description. All right, guys, let me know what you thought of this guitar, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll talk to you very soon.